What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Fantasy Goods. I'm Adam, and I'm coming at you with a little segment I like to call Stars That Ain't Going Far. I'm going to be giving you a handful of players that have these blowout names, but ain't getting you much fantasy value this season, unfortunately, and none foreseen in the future. Stick around and find out. What's up, everyone? As you know, I am Adam, and I am coming at you with those stars that ain't going far. Let me open up with someone that hits me personally. Yet again, I feel like I'm always saying that in these videos. DJ Moore on the Panthers. Uh, this man has 3 touchdowns on the season with 62 targets. He's big play potential to get you those yardage numbers, and his targets have been dwindling. Even the receptions that he's pulling in are dwindling. It's all going to Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel on the rise. He's had 43 targets and 4 touchdowns. More or less each target that Samuel gets, he's getting you points. That man will be a start over DJ Moore, in my opinion. It's leveling the playing field here. Robbie Anderson, obviously, but that's second. Sorry, Moore. Hello, Samuel. And now, with all that said, they are going against the Bucks this week, which are arguably one of the top defenses going into this. A pick or two each game is almost guaranteed with these guys. Tough matchup, but I would say DJ Moore, how you have fallen. So the next on my list is Jarvis Landry. How the mighty have fallen yet again. The poor Browns, even with OBJ being out, I don't see this producing like Landry should have been doing. He was doing better with OBJ there. You don't know who it's going to get thrown to in Cleveland. It's a mess. I even said from the start of the season I want to avoid everyone in Cleveland except Chubb. But anyway, I hold him as like a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. You know, high ceiling of wide receiver 3. They are facing the Texans. It's gonna be a shootout, and Texans are known as a run heavy defense, so he could very well produce. But I mean, like he's in my category for how the mighty have fallen, for the stars that aren't going far. And speaking of the Panthers again, kind of, we got a name to mention here, Greg Olsen, now on Seattle, who has not been the same Greg Olsen we know. Not that 100-plus yardage, maybe a touchdown here or there too on top of it, tight end. He was top tight end while on the Panthers. Seattle, they have Metcalf and Lockett. They don't need to throw to anyone else. That's it. I bet he misses those Carolina days, Cam Newton in his prime. That shit was going good. And next up, how can I have a list like this and not mention AJ Green? Another star, not going far. He has only been productive week 6 and 7. Other than that, he struggles. This is another guy that's definitely missing his old quarterback. Andy Dalton, get better, please. We're all saying that. Cincy fans, Dallas fans. So, but back to Green. Like 39 and a half yards, reception yards per game on average. Does that sound like AJ Green? No. After last season, when he pretty much missed everything, it did nothing for him. He's not back to it. Tyler Boyd is the number 1 in Cincinnati. So now that you got the stars that aren't going far, I'm going to give you a couple fars that are going to be stars. First, we got Duke Johnson on the Texans. David Johnson out with a concussion. We're playing the Browns. Leave it to 2020 for Johnson to have a blowout game. Feel like my man's going to be a star week 10. Now we're going to take it over to the Giants. I know. Wayne Gallman is the starter. Freeman is out with his injury. He's not playing week 10, so he's going to be the number 1 running back. I feel like that's going to be a little sleeper for you. My man's going to go from being far to a star. He's shown that he can produce. Feel like he'll give it to you. Nice little sneak in right there. Another guy I keep mentioning now, Logan Thomas on Washington football team. Redskins. Who else they throwing to? Scary Terry? You can only throw to him so many times. This man's going to be getting his yardage, his targets, his touchdowns. He's in the tight end 2 range. But I feel like he's a solid start. He has an upside to a tight end 1 going forward. And finally, from afar to being a star, the Fish with their new quarterback, Tua. I had faith in this man. I wanted to see him play. He is doing rather well. Last game, 2 passing touchdowns, 248 throwing yards. Even rushed 7 times for 35 yards. It's pretty impressive for someone that, hasn't played an NFL game yet. Young kid. I like where this is going. That's a sleeper quarterback for you going into week 10. Not even to mention they're going against the Chargers. Besides, week 1, 2, something like that, they've been god-awful. It's all been high-scoring games. This defense on your team that's giving you, fucking 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 0 points. And now you got this man firing under for the Fish. Forget about it. All right, everybody, it's time to wrap it up. I'm Adam Dobies from the Fantasy Goods, giving you those stars that ain't going far and those fars that are gonna be stars. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, videos, share everything, do all that social media stuff, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything. Find us. Leave us some words of advice. We'll give you some words of advice. Tell us we're wrong. We'll tell you you're wrong. God, isn't football awesome? Just remember, guys, we are the Fantasy Goods, and we got the goods.